Welcome to C# for Crestron programming. One of the earliest challenges is finding answers on how to use Crestron C# libraries for Crestron devices or services. The API help file is located on your hard drive in the location where your Crestron database was installed. For example, on this computer, it is located at C:\program files x86 Crestron CrestDB help, and is the file called simplesharppro.chm. This file is updated every time you update your Crestron database. There is another location where the help file always resides. It is on the internet at help.crestron.com under the link for Simple#. This is the help file that is updated regularly and may have newer information than the ones that reside on your computer hard drive in the Crestron database folder. Navigating the help file can be intimidating. It is not designed to walk you through and hold your hand on a subject like how to document. The API help is closer to a technical reference document, and it shows you relationships of where the specific information you are looking for resides. Here are some quick tips to help you find things in either location by leveraging the API and Visual Studio IntelliSense. Would you like some example code to figure out how to work with the API? On the local help file on your hard drive, search for example and void. The "and" is all caps. This will return results that have example code attached to the entries. The example code is typically at the bottom of the entry. How to find out what library to add to my references and what namespace to add to my using statement for that Crestron hardware or functionality library. In this example, I search for TSW. I want a TSW 760, so I scroll to find it. The namespace in assembly is telling me that this lives in the Crestron simplesharppro.ui namespace, and that I need the corresponding DLL as well. Another nice part of this reference is that we can see what is available in the class. The icons here are the same icons used by Visual Studio inside IntelliSense. The API helps you inside of Visual Studio as well. I'm going to add in the code for the TSW 760 and leverage IntelliSense to guide me in the right direction. Adding a TSW, I start by adding a container, and IntelliSense tells me right away something is wrong. I do not have my using statement in place. In Visual Studio 2019, because I used NuGet, I already have the UI library in my references. I just add my UI using statement. Now let us try that again. TSW is understood, and I type a 7. I can see the 760 I want and make the container object. Now in the initialize method, I want to instantiate it. IntelliSense tells me here that I need an IP ID and a control system. What about the buttons on the side of the touch panel? The key here is to also reference the Simple Windows object. Yes, we are going to launch Simple Windows as a reference. Just create a basic program and add the device so we can look at the symbols. Hard buttons reserved joins is what this is called. Look for that in C#. There it is called extender hard buttons reserved SIGs. Press period again. IntelliSense guides us further. We can also see this is in the help file. By leveraging Simple Windows and what a signal is called, or where in device extenders it exists, you can make it a lot easier to find what you need in the Crestron C# libraries. Trusting IntelliSense, cross-reference to your help file, and even using simple windows as a reference will help you find the information needed. Thank you for watching.